You see your screen.
Okay,
Yeah, we can all see it.
okay. This is where I'm just, so I keep attendance real quick. You see who's in here? You can still see the screen?
Yes, we can still see it.
So scripting is really cool. And basically what we've done here is taken our example of snapshots, and we're going to finish that example. So I'm going to ask Josh to open up his screen and share his screen and then roll back the snapshots, right? And basically, if you take the last part of our previous class and this early part of our class, from what Josh shows us on the screen, if you duplicate the same steps on your own system, then basically all you're doing is capturing artifacts that show you've walked through these steps. So we want you to understand, and then here it says, watch this video from class, right? So I actually have this in here. This is your solution for the module 3, right? And it's due 11:59 p.m. this Saturday. While the trail is fresh, we want you to do this, right? Then we're going to work back in time. And I want you to set a policy to automate updates, right? So we're going to explore what we got to do to set up a local security policy on your system. And we're going to show you how a domain policy will work. Finally, by 2 p.m. Oh, and by the way, setting the policy to update, that's just a one-point assignment. You can do it between now and the last day of class, which is technically Tuesday, the 26th, 11:59 p.m. Okay. But what we're going to do is show you how to set local policies on systems to make management and deployment easier. I want you to understand the power of domain login scripts. So by the time we, hang on. By the time we work on a login script, I want to show you how to format a login script, right? Can everybody see this command right here?
Yeah.
If you have a policy that automates how systems operate, and you include this statement in a startup script for the system or a login script for a user, then it's going to execute every time they log in or every time the system reboots or starts. And I want you to understand how we can assign those scripts in a domain environment and how cool that is. You just learned how to share directories, right? Didn't you learn how to share a directory? Now, everybody's turned this in already, right? You turned in proof that you're able to access your virtual system.
Oh, no, I've not turned that in yet.
Okay. Well, let me see if we have to unhinge that. No, I mean, it's open. I took the due date off, right?
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that now because you see that I can access it from last class.
Yeah, no, I'm not talking about your virtual machine on your laptop. I'm talking about the one that you use remote desktop for
Oh, okay.
to get on online, right? So that's something we're going to do. Let me try something here. I was having problems getting things to work properly on our campus, and I'm doing some troubleshooting here. Okay. All right. So I'm going to stop sharing, And what I'd like you to do is, Josh, can you share your screen and is your virtual machine running?
Which one are we using this time?
All right, so Josh is going to use the one he used at the end of our last class, which is his local machine. He's going to use the virtual box machine
Oh, okay.
because you have snapshots for that, right? Right, Josh?
Yeah, I have snapshots.
And right before we ended class, didn't you select one of them and then choose to roll back?
Dr. Kentop, I have an issue. Because I didn't touch it from since last time you said not to touch it. When I opened it, it says virtual box critical error. Failed. I can share my screen and show you.
Okay.
Says failed to acquire the virtual box com object application will terminate. I
Okay,
don't
show
know
me
what
the
this
de-
is.
Show me the details. Tinderbox. Click the copy button. And then let's open up Notepad and paste it in there
Okay.
so we can have a look at it. Yeah, just paste it. Okay. Let's just save it. Let's say, yeah, let's just save. Okay. All right, so what I'd like you to do is to close that. Just say okay. And then is VirtualBox running on your system tray?
It's not letting me open it. Like I click on it and it just goes straight to, it'll terminate.
Huh, did you run out of disk space or something?
I shouldn't have.
You had plenty of space.
Yeah, I have plenty of space. I shouldn't have run. I haven't touched it since last time because you said not to.
Yeah, but you did click saying restore the snapshot, right?
Yeah, I did restore the snapshot.
Okay. Let me try on my side, okay?
Okay.
Or Courtney, is yours running? Is your
VirtualBox?
Yeah.
I wouldn't even dare open it up while running Zoom at the same time.
Yeah, one thing you might try to do is to uninstall your VirtualBox and then reload it, you know? So Joshua, you could go to your control panel, uninstall it, then download it again from the internet and then reload it. I'm going to go ahead and try to work the process again. It's Oracle VirtualBox, yeah. Say yes. Preparing to remove. So this was on a laptop. Did you close the lid? Did you have to go somewhere?
Yeah, I had to take it to work. So I turned it off.
Yeah, if it was still in the process of working the snapshot, that would have scrambled the eggs.
Oh, okay.
Now, one thing we can do though is see if installing it again would fix it, right? Now, you still have a copy of that nearby? Is it in your downloads folder?
Yes, it should still be in my downloads. Oh, okay. Wait, wait, hold on.
There
Oh,
it is.
yeah.
Yeah, so you can download, you can right click and run as admin. Are you using an administrative login right now?
The administrative login is for support. I'm on my regular account.
Okay, but if you right click and run as admin, you can enter the support login and password, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so one thing you may have to do is to log out and then log in support and then uninstall Oracle VirtualBox with your support account, right? Because this is going to use your permissions to try to do that. You can just cancel this and then log out and log in support. And then when you're on support, go ahead and, you know, you had it on the D drive, right? So you can get to your D drive when you're in support, correct?
Yes, but I had the downloader in D drive, but I installed everything on the C drive.
Right. You just want to get to the installer again once you're logged in support.
Yeah.
So if you can right click on your taskbar and then select task manager, you can kill this thing.
Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, well, I guess it needed me to put on password to cancel it.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, but you can, did you cancel it?
Yeah, I canceled it.
So it's not running anymore. Okay, so you're going to log out. It's going to drop the Zoom connection, but then get into your, do you have access to the Zoom link from your support login?
Yes.
Okay, so come up on the support side and then rejoin the session, okay?
Okay, no problem.
All right, and then Courtney and I'll be getting my screen ready.
Okay.
Okay. Courtney, can you log into your remote system?
Yeah, that I can do.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Okay. You can see my screen?
Oh, I was supposed to. Hold on.
No, that's all right. That's all right. I was just asking if you can connect to your system. We can do that. That was my bad. Okay.
Uh,
All right. You're on your remote system, correct?
uh-huh.
This is Jupiter.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So one of the things I want you to understand, Jupiter is part of a domain, correct?
Yes.
Okay. But did you know that sometimes computers lose their way? Meaning they forget they're a part of a domain. It happens, right?
I understand.
And you remember how we showed you could set up the updates so that they come from the update server instead of from the internet?
Yes.
Okay, you can do that locally on your system. And what I'd like you to do though is you set up some shares on your system, right?
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
You set up some shares on your system,
Yes,
supposedly. So if you click on Jupiter, and then you go into C drive, and then you right click on spare, select it and then right click on it. Let's check the settings just to make sure. You have sharing set up. Okay, let's go to advanced sharing. Let's go to permissions. Okay, so select your name. Oh, by the way, remove everyone. You don't want everyone in there. That's bad. But click yours, your name. So your name shows you have change privileges. What about Josh? Click on Josh's. Perfect. Click apply. And then okay. and then apply, or okay, all right, and then close. Well, no, go back into the properties and let's look at the NTFS file system permissions now. Security. Let's go to advanced. And okay, you're the owner of Spare. You have full control for Courtney. And Josh can read and execute. And when you did this, you did check the box that says replace all child object permission entries with inheritable permission entries from this object, right?
Yes.
Yeah, just check it again, just to be sure. And then hit apply. And then say yes. And then okay. And then okay. Now this is Jupiter, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect. So what I want to do is walk you through the creation of a startup script for yourself. Okay. And then a startup script that you would use for Joshua. And what I want you to do is I want you to put those in your spare directory again. So open up your spare directory. Oh yeah. Yeah, something about excess. Remember you had something in there? Nexus. I'm not sure what that's about. Okay. All right, you can close that. Let's just go into the root folder, okay? And here's what I want you to do. I want you to create a text file that we would use a text document, yeah. And let's call it cgrel.bat. cgrel.bat. Okay. And say yes. Now I want you to right click that and edit it. Okay, cool. All right, the first line I want you to type in is @echo, all one word. No, the @ sign. @echo space off.
Hey, Dr. Kentop. So I was going to delete it off of the admin account, and something told me to cancel the deletion and just open it, and it opens on admin.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, that's great. So
Yeah,
it might actually work now. Okay. All right. So what we're doing here is that I've asked Courtney to verify on his system. He's on his remote system now. He's on Jupiter. And you are on which one? Pegasus?
I'm Pegasus. Courtney is Jupiter.
That's right. So you're going to do the same kind of thing on Pegasus. You have a spare directory that's configured for sharing, and Courtney configured it so that you can read stuff from there, but you can't change anything. But he can change stuff, right? That's what we did some classes ago. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Okay. You're going to do the same kind of thing on your server. And what we want him to do is to create a login script. So one of the things we want to do is automate the way that resources are shared. When we're deploying operating systems and maintaining them, it really helps to have automatic resources at your fingertips, even if you're logged in somewhere else. You don't want to have to carry a thumb drive with you everywhere you go, right? You don't want to have to keep moving stuff on and off of systems, right? It's just not a very efficient way to work. So Courtney is going to create a startup batch file, a login batch file that we're going to copy into the domain so that when Courtney logs in on his machine, it'll automatically connect his drives, okay? And that's really important to understand. So he has a spare folder that he called spare that he's sharing with you, but he could also have like his own home folder. He could have his own home directory. And then all of his stuff would follow him everywhere he goes. And he could make that just for himself. And then we could, when he logs in, he could have like an S drive for spare, but then he could have an H drive, right? When he logs in somewhere else. So what we're going to do on Monday is show you how cool this is. We're going to set the stage first, and then Monday we're going to follow through so you can see how it works. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pretend that he has all that set up. Okay. So Courtney, what I want you to do, just to make sure we don't run into some error messages, just minimize that for now. And go back to your C drive. And let's create another folder called cgrel, all lowercase, all one word, just like your login, cgrel. Okay, now I want you to open that up and I want you to create a directory called desktop, another one called documents, another one called pictures. All right. Inside cgrel. Inside the cgrel directory, create a new directory called desktop with a capital D. Then one called download with a capital D. Inside cgrel, you got to double click in there to go in there, right? And then go in there and then say folder and then say desktop, yep. And then create another one called documents. And then let's call the next one pictures. All right. And that's all we're going to create here. Now let's go back to the C drive and let's set up the share so that the share works like your spare, except it's only for you. So I want you to right click it. Right click cgrel. Then go to properties. Go to properties at the bottom. Go to sharing. Advanced sharing. Share this folder. Put a $sign after it. No, well, $sign after the name. Then put permissions. Remove everyone. Add cgrel. Check the change box. There you go. Hit apply, okay. Just click apply and okay. Did you have a question?
No.
No,
Sorry.
Yeah, you're not doing anything else. You're not at, no. No, see, this is, hang on. Hang on. Hello? Hello? All right, Courtney, if you could just click OK at this point, and then hit OK and apply, right? Now go to security. And let's go to advanced. And then disable inheritance. Convert. See, Courtney, this is your directory. It's not for sharing with anyone else. This is your home directory. Remove users.
Oh, users.
Yeah. We don't want any users to get into your home directory. This is exclusively for you. You can leave administrators in there. Now check the box that says replace all child object permissions with inheritable, and then click apply. Click apply and then OK. Courtney,
Yes.
click OK.
Oh, sorry.
All right, and then hit close.
Okay, what's next?
Hang on a second. Hang on. So what's next? What we want to do is create that login script. Okay, can you share your screen again?
Yeah. One
And then,
second.
and then Joshua, you get ready to share your screen. We'll be done in like 4 minutes. Okay. So Courtney, pull up your text document you were working on. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Where is your text document? It's on the taskbar. Yeah, there it is. Edit. Okay. So I want you to type in the command net use, 2 separate words, net use s:. Actually, let's do the H drive first. H:, and then put space, //. That's a yeah, okay. And then put jupyter.groovy.local. / $. $. You got to add the $. There we go. Space, / persistent. That's PERSISTENT, : no. Next line. I want you to copy and paste the entire thing. The previous line, just repeat it. And then we're going to make some modifications, okay? Okay, now change the second H to S. And change $, $ to spare with a capital S. Okay. Now, let's save it. And then what I want you to do is go ahead and close this, and we're going to reference that. We're going to reference that. Now, Joshua, I need you to do the same thing. On your machine, you're going to create a spare directory if you haven't. Set it up so that Courtney can read and execute, but not change things, right? And then set up a J Warren directory on the C drive and do the same thing. And then follow along in the steps that you just watched Courtney do. Inside your spare folder, I want you to create a batch file using Notepad. So you're going to create a new text document, but you're going to name the text document jwarren.bat instead. And you're going to edit it. You'll have the same things in there, except you're going to put your name instead of C. Grill. Okay?
Okay.
That's all you're going to do. So if you rewind the video, you'll be able to see it. Now, thank you for sharing your screen. Courtney, can you stop sharing your screen?
Yeah.
Okay, and Joshua, can you share your screen? Okay. All right. So can you start your machine?
Okay. Let me hit start.
Now, you went to roll it back and you hit those three dots so you could see what was going to happen. And it's going to be interesting to see if it starts. Now, if it doesn't start, it may mean that that the snapshot was corrupted when you were in a hurry and you closed your laptop lid or powered it off. If it wasn't finished saving it, it could have corrupted the snapshot. So we'd have to do it again. Oh, look at the top. Look at the top title bar. It says before firewall rule bridge NIC. You see that?
Yes.
Yes.
He rolled it back to the original snapshot, right? Okay, yeah, okay, there's a problem there. Say okay. And all right, so we might have some scrambled egg. We'll have to demonstrate on Monday. All right, for now, just go ahead. Oh, it said non-existent host interface. Oh, that we can fix that. Just say okay. Let's go to settings. Let's go to network. Under name, hit the pull down and select yeah, you're supposed to be able to connect to one of the network. It's supposed to be bridged, and you're supposed to be able to hit the pull down to do the adapter. Attached to bridged adapter? Yeah, something isn't right. It's supposed to show the other network card. See where it's grayed out and it says Intel Pro Desktop?
Yes.
Yeah, that's probably your Ethernet card, not your wireless. So what you want to do is just close this out. And then let's host a session later, and maybe we can fix this without you having to rebuild everything.
Okay, no problem.
All right, I got it clear. I have another class, but we'll pick up the trail on Monday. You guys have a great weekend.
Okay. See you, Dr. Kento.
Yep.
What time, what day would be good for me to get this fixed?
How about tomorrow?